Hi everyone, this is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my no contact situations. For the person on your mind that you are in a low contact situation, no contact, a situationship, a twin flame. Let's see what their thoughts and feelings are. Let's see what the person on your mind is thinking. What is going on in this connection? What does Spirit want you to know? Guidance for you. So let's call in our spirit guides now. Welcome everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Please check out my main channel. I'll put the link in the description below for some singles readings, love readings, lots of messages over there. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that we need to know? Person on our mind. Where are we headed? What happens next? I have a magic moment. I have fireworks. I have a no. I have a declaration of love. I have a performance. Okay, so let me see. Bottom of the deck, I have commitment. All right, you've got, it felt like a reconciliation, like the fireworks are there. I'm not denying the attraction. I'm not denying the love. I feel like I have loved you. Right now, if anything, I'm pretending that not talking to you or not being with you is, I'm fine with that, but I'm going to say that that's probably not the case. I feel like the fear of commitment, you know, I ran because I was scared. I mean, it sounds so basic, but I think that that's what's going on. I just fear, you know, fear to commit. Maybe we've had conversations recently about where do we go from here, what's going to happen next, or what are we heading into anything? I'm tired of kind of not knowing. And then they freak out, you know, as I'm not ready for that. You know, I'm not ready to commit to anything. I like it the way it is. One person likes it the way it is, and the other person saying it's not enough. Incompatibility. I don't think you're incompatible. I feel like that was an excuse. There's so many things that don't work. There's more going on here that works than that doesn't work. I feel like they're grasping at straws as to why they're not happy, supposedly. And I feel like they just kind of pulled it out of their butt. I think they're afraid to commit. I think that the feelings of commitment came up. I feel like a conversation of commitment came up. And all of a sudden they're not happy. All of a sudden if they just like it the way it is, they don't want to change anything. That's going to be up to you. If you're happy with the way things are and you want to stay with the way things are because you don't want to lose this person, but if you really are wanting a commitment, you can't live the way things are right now. You can't live like this. That's going to be up to you. I have a Two of Swords. I feel like we both want different things. Five of Swords. I have a Three of Wands. And I have a Seven of Pentacles. Are we growing together? I don't think I feel unfaithfulness as much as I feel like I'm being torn because we've been walking in different directions, and maybe one person feels like they're walking on eggshells. So you could be struggling with, I wish I could really tell this person how I really feel. If I could honestly say, it really hurts me to know that you don't want to commit to me, but you can sleep with me and live with me, and you know, we can share this whole life, but you can't commit to me so that our family and friends, you know, can, you know, witness it. I feel like I'm just kind of resentful of, I've got all the responsibilities of a wife or husband without any of the benefits. So it would be somebody that you could be in a live-in relationship, a long-term relationship with this person, and it never is going anywhere. I have a devil. They're trying to control the situation. I have a page of wands. I have a justice, a legal bond, but they feel like they would be handcuffed, and a queen of swords. You know, commitment, you got to be on the same page. You both have to want it. If somebody tells you, I'll never get married, I want you to believe them when they say that, okay? Don't think you're going to change their mind. This person is holding, I feel like, unfortunately, they're holding the no contact over your head as a, see how it feels like to not have me in your life? And it's hurtful. It's almost like they're trying to prove a point, okay? That you're not going to have me unless it's the way things go. You're very independent. I've got this page of wands that's kind of wondering, like, is there something else out there for me? Is there something better? If this person doesn't want me, there's somebody else that wants me. So I'm going to say your head is kind of spinning with what your choices are. So I would say that you do have a lot of choices. I want stability. I want commitment. I just feel like I've got somebody who is just sees it as a, somehow it's going to hold them back. Somehow it's not for them. You know, maybe they were divorced already. Maybe they got hurt by somebody else. Maybe they think there's no reason to have a commitment. What difference does it make? It doesn't make a difference unless one of you wants it. That's the difference. So if this Queen of Swords is saying, I want it, and this Devil is saying, I'm not going to give it to you, it's either my way or the highway, something has to give. And I don't know if this person's going to budge. You could have somebody who's very, very stubborn, but something has to give. And you could be really struggling with, this has been going on forever. This has been going on too long, okay? I also feel like the silence has been going on too long at this point. It could be the silence is the longest we've ever gone. I want to get some initials. Some of you may get your person's initials. Maybe it'll be a confirmation. Don't worry if you don't see your initials or their initials. Just a little confirmation. The letter T, C, K, N, M, K. I have a U. I have an H. I have an N. I have an R. And I have a B. While I was flipping the card, Spirit said they're testing you. And I said, why are they testing you? They're seeing if you can handle them not being in your life. You know, almost like you're going to come back begging. You're not going to come back begging. You're stronger than that. I want you to stand up to your principles, Spirit just said. I want you to stand up to your values. It's important to you that you know what it is what it is that you want, okay? Because if you feel like you are taking care of somebody, you like I said, you're the wife, but without any of the benefits of being a wife, but you take care of them, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're taking, you know, housework, and they're like, I like it the way it is. There's a sense of unfairness, and it's also more of an emotional feeling that it's, why won't you commit? Okay, so is the fear, fear to commit, but why won't you commit? Okay, is the question. And that's probably what you're struggling with more. Is it me? Is it that they won't commit to me, or is it that they won't commit to anybody? Spirit, please share with me. The distance between us is killing me. It's a little bit of who's going to hit their breaking point first, but do not call this person, okay? They've got to realize that you're serious. They're going to lose you, okay? If this is that important to you, do not call this person. Give me more time. I'm working on being a better counterpart for you. You're giving them some food for thought, okay? You're not backing down. You're not chasing them. You're not giving in. This time you're serious. Life hasn't been too nice to me, and I took that out on you. Somebody else hurt me. Somebody else took me to the cleaner when I was married to them, and I'm taking it out on you. I wasn't dishonest with you. I was dishonest with you and myself, and I lived one big lie. That feels like empty promises more than anything. It feels like I told you that someday maybe I would change my mind. I told you give me time. I told you that I love you and I want to be with you no matter what. And then when push comes to shove, no, I'm not doing that. Okay? So it just feels hurtful. It feels like it was empty promises. This person is going to have to either come back and say, I do want what you want. Otherwise, it means I'm losing you. And realize that they should want to be in a committed relationship with you because they can't imagine you not being in their life. There's no good reason for the way I acted, and I wish I can apologize. Yeah, maybe they said some hurtful things. Maybe they did it out of defense. Maybe they said, I haven't been that happy. What makes you think I want this? Yeah, I mean, do they owe an apology? Do you owe an apology? Somebody owes an apology. But it's a standstill. I struggle with revealing my true feelings and emotions. So the good thing about no contact is the feelings come to the surface. They are forced to feel because that emptiness, that void, the void is painful. It's hurtful. And there's an easy way to feel better. It's for us to be together. But the void is painful. I must admit that I'm longing for your touch and your warm embrace. Do we stop loving somebody during no contact? We don't. Okay? We miss them. We miss their touch. We miss their voice. We miss them calling. We miss them walking through the door. 1,000 reasons. But we're human, and you don't just pull away from somebody and not feel the repercussions of that distance. So this person's feeling it, you're feeling it. Spirit, please share with me. I was misguided, I was blinded, and I could not see straight. Somebody chirped in their ear and said, I wouldn't do that. Maybe a family member is saying there's no reason to, take it to the next level, whatever the next level is. So are they listening to somebody that it's not, first of all, it wouldn't be any of their business. And second of all, if they're not getting good advice. I've not given up on you, even though it may seem like it. I do believe that. I do believe that they're frustrated, they're angry, they don't see, change is tough. They don't see why. All of a sudden you need to change things because they think it's working. This could have been right from the beginning that you said to them, I have always wanted a commitment. I don't want to live the rest of my life as being just somebody's girlfriend or somebody's boyfriend. I've always wanted a commitment. So they shouldn't be surprised by your feelings. Maybe just the reality of it hitting them, that now they're they got to make a choice. And they probably don't like it and they're defending themselves. It's like being backed into a corner and they're kind of clawing their way to defend themselves. Like, you can't back me into a corner. Judgment. I'm making the decision once and for all to turn this around. So they do have to come to, I'm going to get this to focus if it's the life of me. I am going to turn this around. I am going to figure this out. So your person during this no contact is evaluating, is it worth fighting? Is it worth losing you? Is it worth not having you in their life? Or can we find a middle ground where there's a commitment of sorts? Maybe it's a ring, it's an engagement ring, it's let's live together for a few years and see. Somewhere in between, so that you feel emotionally safe and secure, and you feel like you know where you stand with this person and you're moving forward with this person. I feel like that is really what's going on here. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. Unfortunately, I think you still need more time in this kind of silence because it's not completely clear yet. But I do feel like we are working through the pain. I will say that. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out my other channels below in the description. If you'd like to take a look at my website for some private readings, I'll put that as well, KathyMamelin, psychicmedium.com. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and just take care of yourself during this period of time because you do come first. We'll see you soon.